Hello fellow hunters and welcome to the channel. We are back live in Hunt Sim 2 again. And today my plan is to take the next step to 5 million credits. I checked the usual Steam store pages for the upcoming games that I'm interested in, and there were no news at all. So I decided that we do a nice relaxed grinding stream again today, like 2 weeks before. Last week I unfortunately had to delay the stream for 1 week. I wasn't feeling that great, but today everything is fine again. Let's check if we have all the important licenses. And from the technical side, I hope the audio quality and everything is okay. It should be, at least. Changed nothing so far. Looks good, looks good, looks good. And our starting point today is 4.81 million credits. That's a lot already, in a completely useless way, but I want the 5 million. So where we start today, we don't want to start in the rain, for sure. Marshlands, also rain. Let's check if we can find a bison, or maybe in addition my upgrade for the legendary whitetail deer that I'm waiting for so long right now. Let's do a quick check at range if we can see something interesting from the starting point of the map. No, not this time. Oh hey, welcome to the stream. We have some audience already. That's great.
Stay there.
Welcome. As always, I start at my most reliable spots where I found a lot of animals over the years. It's not guaranteed, but yeah, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, this week we're doing something again. Nothing spectacular, but as I said, there are no news at all about the other games, and
Stay where you are.
I think that's a good opportunity to do some grind to reach the 5 million at some point. Here we are. This spot is very rewarding, but has one big disadvantage. The positioning takes a lot of effort, mostly. As you can see, the stupid walking path of the bison. I need to get in a good position for a clean shot. Yeah, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I remember you from the previous stream. Regarding Call of the Wild, at least I managed to. Oh, we have some white-tailed deer, but nothing special. Need to find my bison again. Regarding Call of the Wild, I haven't tested it again, but at least I managed to check my installation, so the game is still on my hard drive. I wasn't sure about that. And when I'm in the required mental mood, I think I will give it a try. Here's our bison, standing still right now. And a nice lethal hit. I haven't played the game much since the last stream, so I'm again, as always, a bit rusty in the start, but this was a good first shot for today. It was way worse in other streams in the past, so I'm quite happy. I can't see him anymore. There he comes. So it was clearly a lethal hit. He should go down at some point. I'm not sure if I should speed up the process by setting a second shot. I don't think that it's necessary. I missed that for sure, but I think he was down already in that moment. Oh yeah, that's nice to hear that my guide videos were helpful. Oh, there. He wasn't spooked at all, okay. Why that shot missed, I have no idea. I'm a bit excited to do guide videos and that stuff again when Hunt Sim 3 comes out, finally, at some point. From a realistic standpoint, somehow next year, maybe. Why I missed that third shot and why he's still alive. So I don't got fined, that's good. Not a mature one, but I don't care. Before I leave the map, I want to check for white-tailed deer.
Stay.
Yeah, I really hope that the new game will be crazy, or at least good, and a real competition for the existing games. I really hope for that, but I'm still not sure what we will get in the end when they are ready for release. Everything sounds really good so far, but before I get too excited, I want to wait for some in-game footage and material that they post. Screenshots from a beta or alpha phase. It's always difficult to judge, so we need to wait a bit. But in this map I don't want to wait any longer. I will claim that bison for now. 4,800, that's fine. And return, buying a new license. Same procedure as always. And just to show it, what I was talking about, this is my legendary whitetail deer. And as you can see, 51 kilos. I think it could be a bit heavier, I don't know. It seems to be very low in weight, I guess. That's mainly the reason why I want to upgrade this. Roosevelt Forest raining, that's great. Marshlands also raining. Incredible. But I go through to the marshlands anyway. I want some brown bears. There is no release date for Hunting 3 yet. The latest news they posted said that they are in a good progression, but it takes some more time, and somehow soon they promised in-game material and let's say moving pictures as an addition to all these screenshots and stuff they posted. No, just wolves, no bear. I don't want to play around with the wolves, it's not worth it.
Stay where you are.
These weather conditions are absolutely horrible. I hate hunting in the rain, but the two maps I wanted to go for had the same shitty weather. Let's wait a little bit. Sometimes the brown bears come out from the forest behind the tent. It can be worth it to wait a minute or two, sneaking around a bit. At this hotspot there seems to be nothing. Let's try this one.
Stay where you are.
With all this stupid fog, it's hard to see anything here. But the weather should be changed when we leave this map and start another one. Changing the time slot is another option. If I get bad weather again on the next map choice, maybe I will try that. I have no hurry for the 5 million, so that's not a big problem. It's not that much left to grind. And I think with an unknown release window for the new game, there will be a couple streams before the new stuff starts. So I'm sure that I will not run out of time. Let's cross this small forest really quick. Maybe we have a bear on the other side. And as I said, at some point when I'm in the matching mental mood, I will give Call of the Wild a try again.
Stay.
The installation is updated and working. I tested that, but I was just not in the mood to give it a fair chance at that point, so I delayed that to some point later. And I think I have to remap all my controls, I guess. Haven't played it forever. No, and this map, no, I will leave this map instantly. I checked the most rewarding hotspots so far, but Marshlands is normal, Roosevelt is raining. Let's try Marshlands again with normal weather. Maybe we can see something now. Oh hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there were some words on Hansim 3, but basically my typical summary that I found no news at all, no updates from the devs, so we are still on the same level of information like in last week, like in the stream 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure, maybe to the beginning of next month there maybe will be additional news or a posting or stuff like that. But for now there is nothing new out there about the game.
Stay in position.
But I think most of the people that are interested in the game during all that time, they learned to be patient if they want it or not. But the progress and everything is very slow. There we have a bear. That's good. Like I said, sometimes they crawl out of the forest behind the tent. At least we got a hit. I'm not sure why I spooked him. I wasn't moving that much.
Come.
Let's follow the blood trail. Maybe we can get a good second shot this one wasn't lethal. But we got an easy track to follow. There he is. He's not limping as far as I can see. But it was just it was a really bad shot, so
Come, I need you beside me. Stay
I'm
there.
happy we found him back so quickly. Let's call him in. So we get a good second shot. There he comes. Let's check the distance. 200 meters. That's already quite promising. No. Okay, so I saved my bad shots for the middle of the stream this week. My first shot on the bison was surprisingly good. But now it seems like the wheels are falling off. But I also forgot to change my loadout. I'm playing with these Barrett rifles here for a while now. I think I will go for something larger on the next hunt. But if it takes some time to follow him, I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry. When I'm streaming this game, it should be as relaxed as possible, so I think I have nothing to prove anymore. Yeah, maybe it was the smell. I didn't use the scent blocker. In most cases, I just risk it. But usually it was the distance he spooked at is usually a pretty safe distance for a good shot. So in most cases you have enough time to aim.
Come here.
He found something. Yes. Okay.
Go get it.
And for one of the next streams, I'm not sure right now if it will be Deer Hunter again or the next episode of the Hunts into Grind adventure. The problem with the Deer Hunter profile I started is that I reached the point where when it starts to get really difficult to level up. So it's probably not the most interesting thing to do.
Go get it.
The only way to rank up the profile at that point is basically by waiting or searching for a record book or world record sized deer. Everything smaller will, to be honest, cost me profile points. And at that point it gets really hard to get some good progress. It takes a while. Where the hell I am on this map? Okay, very close to nowhere.
Come. I need you beside me.
Okay. I hope he wasn't spooked. No, looks good. Finally, we got fined 250 bucks, but I don't care. So let's check the next hotspot. We have the unlimited bear license, so maybe we can find another one to increase our efficiency. That was not that great so far. But this area here on top of the map is it's very situational. Sometimes I find something, but it's not the best hotspot. Let's try this one. That is usually a lot better. No, I don't want to go for pheasants again. I got my legendary and it's fine for now.
Stay.
But by the way, I haven't seen any legendary animal for a while now. No, nothing here, I think. Almost 4K, that's good. Don't have to buy a new license. Makes it very efficient. So, at first I want to change my loadout now. Weapon 1. I want to go back to some more traditional. Oh, come on, I take my all-time favorite. I take the Sporter. Scope is fine. Second weapon, small caliber, that's okay. And give me please some good weather in Roosevelt Forest. Raining again. Hell. Changing the time slot. Let's go for the evening. I'm not sure why, but in the afternoon time slot, I see a lot more of bad weather conditions. Same procedure as in every hunt on this map. Checking the main cabin.
Stay in position.
And we have a moose. Really close. Maybe too close. Just in case, some scent killer. Here we are. Okay, that was closer than I expected. And just a small one. Moose license is used.
Stay where you are.
Maybe we can add a black bear to our collection. Or maybe not, I don't know. If there is one around, he should come closer very soon. Recently, when I was out here to test something, I found one of them back there coming out of the forest, and I placed a nice long range shot with the Barrett rifle over 300 meters. That was fun. Maybe we can do something like that for the stream. But we need the right position and the animal. There is our black bear. Somewhere around here. That was a really bad shot. My fault. Lack of patience. But we can follow him. At some point we will get a good position for the second shot. Yeah, maybe somewhere around this hill. I completely forgot that my scent blocker was still active. So even with bad wind direction I was completely safe. No reason for a quick shot like that. But it happens. Oh hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Weidmanns Dank. Nice that you made it to the stream. As you can see, no deer hunter today. So maybe next time I can show you world record again. To inspire you to look for one for yourself. I don't think that we have a chance to get in a usable position in this dense forest. There he is. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I should wait here in this more open area. My dog still... No, my dog is here again.
Come on.
Let's back up a little bit.
Stay where you are.
Maybe we can call him in this way. Yes, that can be a good position. No, this time I'm patient. I was too patient. Damn it.
Come on.
But it was our bear. He is still bleeding.
Go on.
There's another track. Oh, cottontail rabbit. Hell no. No rabbits, please. Just need to find our bear track again. Here we are. If we can find him around this hill at some point, I think we have a good chance.
Come along.
This is not the bear track I wanted. At first I want to check this deer down here. Maybe a whitetail?
Stay in position.
Not a legendary, but I take him anyway. Decent size. Not mature, but I think it's okay. Extra credits are always welcome. So back to the bear track.
Come. I need you beside me.
If he was around in this area, he was for sure spooked by the shot on the deer, but I don't care. We will find him. Why the dog is always searching for rabbit tracks? No, I don't want going for rabbits. Not again. It drives me crazy. Let's try back here. At some point there has to be the bear track. Here.
Come. Go. Follow that trail.
Okay, we're coming close to the border of the map. I'm still not sure if animals can just disappear when they reach the end of the map. Sometimes I lost animals and had a feeling that they just fall off the map. Another deer.
Come, I need you beside me. Stay, and don't make a sound.
No, there is our bear. I will go for the bear first. I have so many chances for deer. Five rounds left in the clip. Should be fine. Unbelievable. At least he should start limping soon.
Come here.
We will get a fine of 250 bucks again, but that's an interesting path he takes. What I really miss in this game is basically a proper way for weapon calibration. Some kind of zeroing, like in other games. Even Deer Hunter has it. It would be completely okay to have the option to calibrate your weapon before you head out to the hunt. Just to make shots a bit more predictable. It wasn't really a problem when I was really into this game, so I had a lot of practice and a good feeling for the distance and for the aiming points in different distances. But right now that I'm a bit more out of the game, it's really difficult. At some point here, he is. Or did I spook him again? Me or the dog? I think it never before took so long to down a damn black bear. So there are tracks in both directions. Interesting. No, they don't continue in this direction.
Fine. I'm counting on you.
There are so many tracks, I have no idea what direction I should follow. They end at this tree. That's elk. I think I'm just waiting here a bit in this area. Maybe I can call him back in. And if not, I will change to the next map. Black bear isn't the highest value animal in the game, so it's not really worth it to spend another 30 minutes on one animal. Clearly my fault that I lost him, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just have a bad day. But at least we got a moose and a deer, I think. Yeah, a moose and a deer. So we got some credits at least. Not as much as I expected or as I wanted. No, I don't think that we will find him. So let's claim the other two. Let's check what we got. 4.5k, that's fine. And 440 for the whitetail. Let's just buy a new moose license. 440, exactly the value of the whitetail deer. 4.82, close to 4.83 million. I think that will be our mini goal for today. Let's try Roosevelt Forest again, this time with more patience. And more coffee, of course. Main cabin, nothing. Moose hotspot number 1. Nothing.
Stay, and don't make a sound.
Moose hotspot number 3. Nothing. Amazing. That's really great.
Stay, and don't make a sound.
I want to try to get a grizzly, and maybe after that we can check the moose hotspots again if something is around there in a later time window. This is also a good area for whitetail deer, but not today, I think. I just want to get to this small valley here as fast as possible.
Come.
I changed to the evening time slot, right? It should be fine, I think.
Stay there.
Afternoon time slot is usually a bit better, but it's very fragile on the weather conditions. We had already one really bad map with rain today. So at least we got some whitetail deer. No legendary, but 2 males in a good position. Let's take this one first. And the second on the run. These decent size for both. Unfortunately, not legendary. So if there was a bear around here, he's gone right now, I think. I'm sure. We spooked him. Let's check if we can find a moose now at the typical locations. Nothing at the main cabin. Maybe another deer. Nope. Sometimes it just takes a while for them to walk their path when they're spawning. And they show up later on the typical spots. No. The thing is, if you arrive at these spots with fast traveling and use your caller and you get 0 response, there might be something around in a further distance, but in most cases it's not worth waiting.
Stay where you are.
Let's try another black bear. This time maybe without any stupid shooting decisions. 2 turkeys, amazing. I will ignore them. And we have a bear in a similar position as the last one. Just in case I don't want to lose a bear anymore, I will use my scent killer spray. Dog is still waiting, that's good. Here we are. Finally a good shot again. I'm not sure about the size, maybe an adult, maybe a mature. No, it's an adult one, okay. That's fine. So a final check for the moose locations. I should use the proper caller. Nothing. Nothing. And while our scent killer is still running, yeah, let's use that, because behind the main cabin on this map there's also an interesting moose location that is just not as efficient as the other ones. There is more distance to run. But if we can get some response here from a moose, maybe our scent killer wasn't wasted completely, or wasn't used only for the bear. So somewhere around here it gets interesting.
Stay in position.
At least that says my marker on the map. No, that's a pheasant. And I think when we're done with this map, if we cannot find any moose in this area, I will leave this map and then I will start the final map for today's stream. I'm not sure which one. We started in Texas and we had some bad weather conditions in Cheshire marshlands, and we did some exploring in Roosevelt Forest. It's not that rewarding, but I'm thinking about playing a relaxed round in Pawnee Meadows for the final part of the stream. Or we give Roosevelt Forest another shot. Yeah, the marker on my map was right. That's good.
Come here.
So let's keep the dog a bit in the distance.
Stay and don't make a sound.
What we have here? No legendary, but that's fine. And a young one, that's also okay. That was a lethal shot. He should get down really fast. Another 4.5k credits. No monster, but good enough to sell him. $440 for the whitetail deer, 440 for another one, 3k for a black bear, and 4.5k for the moose. And I heard something. Another bear. More free credits.
Stay.
Somewhere towards the river. I think this will be difficult to get in a good position. There he is. It's a grizzly. lethal hits,
Beside me.
but it should be enough. That he starts limping soon.
Go.
If he stays close to the river, we have a good chance to follow. A legendary bighorn sheep. That's a surprise. There's our bear. Is it far away to not get spooked? How he's still alive. Okay, let's see if we can follow that legendary bighorn sheep. They are not the most interesting legendaries, they don't sell for that much.
Come on.
But at least. The legendary rabbit question or the rare ones, no, I don't have all of them. I have two of them as legendaries, and the animal models are ugly and broken. And after many hours of grind for the other species, I decided to quit that quest because I think it's not worth it to spend so much time on completely broken and ugly animal models. They aren't even an improvement to the regular ones. when we get back to the lodge, I can show you what I'm talking about. But first, this might be our legendary Bighorn sheep.
Stay in position.
Maybe. Let's be as careful as possible. There's one. No, that's the regular one. There's another one. There he is. Maybe we can get a good shot. There is no caller for these animals, so I need a bit. Yeah, I need some luck. I think I can't even remember when we found the last legendary live on stream. There he is. Maybe he's even larger than my existing trophy. As you can see, it's the same for all animals. For all the animals, the legendary ones are basically just piebald fur versions. It's a mature one. That's good. Now I'm curious about the size and the weight. More deer. This game really wanna drive me crazy.
Stay there.
Let's check if we maybe get our legendary white-tailed deer. No. And a cougar. Crazy, crazy. But I'm going for the deer. Decent size, I would say. I'll give the small one a chance to grow. That's a really good size for a regular one. Let's check our trophies. 3.3k for the grizzly bear. That's normal. It's an absolute joke. 450 credits for a legendary Bighorn sheep. That's ridiculous. So we have 64 kilos for this one. Our okay. Not even half the weight of my existing trophies. So I will sell it. White-tailed deer 550. That's a bit more than the other ones we got. Mainly because it's larger. Yeah, and we can return to the lodge and buy a new moose license. And I think with that extended Roosevelt forest hunt we had right now, I think that was the final part of the stream today. So we started at 4.81 something million. Come on. I want to reach 4.84 million. Let's do another map. Let's do another one. Roosevelt Forest normal. But before we do that, I will take a quick break. I need to check my phone. I will be right back really soon. Give me 1 or 2 minutes. And I'm back. Sorry for the quick break. I had to deal with my phone. I want to do one more map. And I think Roosevelt Forest was so kind and gave us a legendary bighorn sheep. Maybe we will get a legendary moose or something like that in this hunt. So nothing at the cabin. Let's check moose spot number 3 first this time.
Stay in position.
Here we are. And just to be safe, I will use my scent killer. This position is always tricky. In fact, the forest is so dense. I need to lure him this way to have a good chance. I really hope that he will not get so close to the dog. That was really close again. But this, even if it's a young one, it's part 1 of our mini goal for today, 4.84 million. So we can skip the moose spot number 2 and can go straight to the
Stay
black
in
bear
position.
location. As you can see, you can also find deer up here. Scent killer is still active, so we can try to get in a good position. Mule deer. I'm going for this one. Will only take one of them. I don't want to risk a chase. An adult one, that's fine. Let's go back to the camp.
Stay there.
And check if we can see any black bear on the other side of the river. I think the shot for the mule deer spooked everything that was a bit closer around. Now I'm not sure if it was worth it, but I think it was. Even a regular mule deer is around 500 credits, I think. Something like that. And we need to... What? There he is. Okay. Interesting. We definitely need to be a bit closer. A long-range shot on a bear from the front is probably not the best idea. Just because the target is quite small and usually always moving. The better option is for sure to be patient and maybe get him closer to the river. I spent already basically too much time on tracking and searching and on really bad shots, so I want to increase my efficiency a bit. There he comes. I want him as close to the river as possible. And I want a nice angle for the headshot. At least the follow-up this time was a lethal hit. So now we get to the easy part. In a more open area like this, it's usually not the problem to set up a good follow-up shot.
Go.
But if the forest or the bushes are too dense, you're mostly doomed for a very annoying and long chase, especially with bears. They are quite tough and really run for a long time when they just wounded. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that is our bear. Or not. Maybe not. But I will go for this one first. Even if there is another one around, I can travel back. It's not that big of a deal. It's a good example what I was talking about. There he is. Even after a lethal hit, they run for quite a distance. That's amazing. But we got him.
Stay where you are.
And I think there was another one around. At least I saw the visual indicator of the sound. I think it was around here. If we haven't spooked him, he may be still around. It happens quite often that are more than one black bear in this area. I think the best run I had was 3. But maybe I just spooked him, I'm not sure. I was really close when I was chasing the other one. Maybe a return later to this location. For now I will give my good old white-tailed deer spot another try. Nothing, 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 okay. And let's try another grizzly. Same procedure as always. It's a bit risky, but I always prefer to reach the small valley as fast as possible. So I can set myself up in a really good position. Most grizzlies I found here came from the south, so the chances should be quite okay to maybe get one. The animal AI in the game is not that smart, so you can spam your caller.
Stay there.
And we are already over 1.5 hours of stream today. For me, it doesn't felt that long. It was very entertaining and very relaxed so far. Maybe we will get another reward in form of a nice big grizzly bear. There is one. If we down him safely, we will reach our mini goal with the credits for today. So I will go for the safest shot, for the safest possible shot. So just to be safe, a follow-up hit. He should go down quick this time. The amount of blood is always the same, I think, after lethal hit. And there he is. Could be a mature one. Let's check. Yes. So I think we made it. I think we made it. Let's check for maybe another deer at the cabin. No, not this time. But I think we were lucky enough today. Quite a lot of animals. 4.5k for the moose, that's fine. 430 for the mule deer. 3.3k for the black bear. And 3.5k for the grizzly bear. So we should be safe with 4.84 million. Yes, we are. So we started with 4.81 something today. So we made around 40k credits in today's stream. That's fine. So 150k to the great goal of 5 million. Nice. I'm happy with the result today. And yeah, I think with that good result, we can close today's stream. So I hope it was at least a little bit entertaining. And thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And see you next time. Bye bye.